Hello, Chris Arhus, OptimalTriathlete.com, and we're going to go through here. This is a little tutorial on how to go through your MRT mediated release test. It's your food sensitivities test. So again, we're checking out how to get some of the inflammatory foods that are an underlying kind of stressor to your body in order for you to perform better, feel better, not be as achy, or any number of other symptoms that can occur based on eating some foods that are low-lying inflammatory foods to your body. So real quick here, first things first is you have to get the blood drawn sometime between Monday and Friday, sometime afternoon, so you have to schedule that properly, as well as finding somebody that's going to draw the blood for you. Now, one of the places we have around here is called anylabtestnow.com. That is one place. Other than that, you possibly could go through a local clinician, a hospital, or something like that, and they might release it to you. I'm not sure. You have to check with them. But typically, you have to go to somebody that just does blood draws and get that drawn for you and sent out that same day, or you're going to send it out. If you're going to send it out through FedEx, there's a mailer inside here already for it, but you can call this number here and have it picked up as well. If the location for it is too far away, make sure you let them know that it is a medical pack. So I don't know if they have to have a special truck, that does the medical packs or not, but just to save, a possible bad delivery by having somebody come out that can't pick it up. So just verify all those things to make sure we're set. If you have any other questions, there's always you can call the lab itself, Oxford Labs, and if you have any other questions about the shipping delivery. So inside here we got some forms. We'll look at those in just a second. The main one here just goes through down the line stuff we've kind of talked about already about calling FedEx to find out, or if you're just going to drop it off yourself. At Any Lab Test Now, I just leave it there and they ship it out with all their other specimens that they take for the day. So let's see, we got the blood draw. There's 4 tubes in here. I'm going to open those here in a second. We're doing this top one here, the Leap 150. So there's 4 tubes. And step 3 on there, of course, is to making sure that your name is on these. And so I make sure that they're doing it. Sometimes they might not know to do that, but where I go, they've done enough of the tests so they know now. But basically on each of these little tubes, you want to make sure there's the name, the time of date that they took the sample. They're not linked to those papers in any way other than your name, so there's no coding on those. So make sure that you're putting your name on there so it does match. And that's going to go back in this clinical pack right here, just simple as that. Pull a little strip, seals it, and then it's going to go in the box first, because you're going to put the box, your paperwork, these 2 papers here, we're going to look at those in a second, go right back in there. And then you're going to close it all back up. You don't need to put tape on it or anything like that. It says right there, don't tape it, don't write on the box, except you do write your name. So you write your name, but no other scribbles or notes or anything else. The international shipping will get caught up in customs if you have too much stuff written on it. So that's that. Let's look at the papers inside real quick. You have the requisition form here. You're going to check mark right up here. You're going to check off patient. That's where you want the original results to go to you, as well as the email here. You can put in where it says email add. You can put your email address in there, and that way it goes to you as well. And then just fill in all the information down here, print legibly, and date collected again and time collected. You're going to mark off that top box there for the Leap 150, because we're doing 150 items, food and chemicals. And then at the bottom here, just put down list all medications patient is currently taking. In case I run into any issues, then I can always get back with them and see, just again, it's just to track what's going on with the information that we have. And then on the back side here, if you think you can kind of run it through your insurance, then you call that 1-800 number for MRT and find out if they know which insurance companies possibly would take this. Some turn it in afterwards and can get reimbursed. But I don't deal with insurance, so that's on your end. You're going to see, whatever we talked about, how we're doing this, so you're either checking off FD and account or the patient payment enclosed. So just depending on what we discussed before doing that, you mark all that off, fold that, and then this sheet as well is going to go in there. This is the food avoidance form. You put in your patient name here, which is you, my name here, Chris Arhus, and then you're going to check off the foods that you don't think you'd eat anyway, or the foods you don't like. Now they're testing for all the foods regardless, but when they do the, you get sent a sample meal plan, and within that it's going to have suggestions for the foods to eat, and we don't want to have them put on there a bunch of foods that you're not going to eat anyway. And so what you'll end up getting is a kit, or not a kit, but you'll get some papers like this. It'll be your food sensitivities results test. It's a nice booklet. I highly recommend that you read through as much of it as you can. The better understanding you have of what you do, the more compliant and willing to stick with the meal plan you're going to do. So this would be an example of the meal plan, phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it reintroduces some of the foods back in. And of course you have your list of foods will come, and it'll list them. Right now we have them as green, yellow, and red, and of course the yellows and reds are the foods that we're going to be avoiding. So I had some pretty common foods on there, like avocado, almonds, vanilla flavoring, cocoa flavoring, things that were in my protein powders, and so it was pretty difficult, in the beginning. Gosh, it's like not everything I was eating, but quite a bit of those foods. So in the end, you focus on the ones that you can have. Don't focus so much on the ones you can't have. And then in the booklet here, there will be some good tips on where to find the hidden sources of some of the foods. So of course, anything you find on there that's in the yellows or reds, you're going to find them in here, and you're going to look through that, and we'll talk about that on the consult. So that's pretty much it. Get the lab done, turn it in, and looking forward to looking through your results. Chris Arhus, OptimalTriathlete.com.